How do you start recording? How do you start your podcast? How do you finally get over yourself and press that record button? This is a question that I recently saw on Threads. There was this woman entrepreneur who was saying that her husband is encouraging her to start her own podcast. He even set up this corner for her to record, bought all the equipment, the subscription in order for her to record, and yet she still can't start recording. Welcome to Step Into Your Voice, a podcast for women and business moms who are ready to stop dimming their light and start showing up with courage, clarity, and confidence. I am your host, Nina Macarie, and I asked myself what made me start recording, what made me press that record button. And I had to look back and realize that it was not easy. It was not just a thing that helped me start the podcast because it took me so many years of staying in those fears, in that state of I'm not ready yet. This is not something that people like me would do because I'm an introvert and you need to have a lot of things to say when you have a podcast, right? But the thing is that you don't have to share your opinion on all the things. You just need to have to say something about your expertise, your knowledge, all your past experiences, basically your area of expertise. You don't have to be an expert in all the things. So looking back, I think that one of the things that really made me start a podcast, it was that I got to this point where I was, okay, enough is enough. I really have to stop spiraling and just start doing the thing. But then another thing that was very, very important in my case, it was the fact that I started to like what I see on the screen. I started to like my voice because so often I have conversations or I see in different social media posts that people, or even in networking events, that people think, oh, I need to have a haircut in order for me to start recording, or I need to lose some weight, or I need to buy a new wardrobe, things like that. Because actually, the thing is that you don't like yourself enough to be able to see yourself on the screen, especially if you are doing the editing yourself. You don't like your voice enough. You are not able to sit with yourself, to see your image, your voice reflecting back at you. And I think this is one of the most difficult things for you to do, for you to record your podcast if you don't like yourself. I think you need to start from there. And I remember that I started recording myself doing mundane things and just talking to myself just to be able to look at myself and then obviously rewatch those videos just because I wanted to get more comfortable with myself. I had to decide this is who I am, this is my voice. Yes, I'm going to do some training in order to learn to speak better, to better articulate my thoughts. But as far as my voice, I can train it, but I cannot change it in a significant manner. So, this is who I am, this is my voice. I either like them or I don't, and then I will just stay stuck for a longer time. So I think this is one of the biggest things that really helped me get over some of my fears. And then obviously there is also this idea that the podcast is not about me. The podcast is not for me. The podcast is for, at least my podcast is for my ideal client, for any other woman entrepreneur who struggles just like me to press record, to start her podcast, to get over her fears. I'm really trying to help one person every single day, one person at a time. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just here on this journey to model, to walk my talk, to be brave, to be courageous, so I can inspire you to do the same. You can look at me and think, well, if she can do this, then I will as well, because she's also an introvert, she's not a native English speaker, and still she has this podcast. She started a podcast. She wants her message to reach her people. So I want to do the same. I want my message to reach my ideal audience. If I am not going to share my message, someone else will. There will be another messenger with a similar message, obviously, but it won't be you. It won't be me. So why not? Why not you? If you stop to think about yourself and you focus on the other person, you focus on how can you be of service, how can you help another person today, then it's going to be a little bit more easier for you to start. And maybe you will have to practice a few times. Just start recording, and maybe those videos will not going to get published, and that's absolutely okay. It's not going to be a problem. It's just you allowing yourself to test, to experiment, to see how it feels. And then maybe you can also do this with a friend to get comfortable. I 100% believe that my weekly meetings with my best bestie were very, very helpful. So if you don't have a best bestie, if you don't have weekly meetings with another woman entrepreneur, I really believe that you need to do that. Find one, connect with other women entrepreneurs, and find a biz bestie. Have those weekly meetings on video, of course, and just get comfortable. Don't wait to be ready. You will never be ready. You are going to spend a lot of time in this preparing mode, but then you will never start. So just start recording, even if, let's say, your first 10 episodes are not going to get published. Don't worry. Maybe set a launch date. That was also helpful for me to just decide on a date. I think it was at the end of August when I decided, okay, October 10th looks like an amazing date for me to launch my podcast. So that's what I'm going to do. What are the things that I need to have in place so I can do the launch on that date? And I start working backwards. I made a plan, stick to the plan, and here I am. I have this podcast. I record sometimes very short episodes. From now on, I'm also planning to record more interviews. And I know it's far from being perfect. The launch was messy, but I don't care. My goal is to get to 100 episodes, and then I can make some strategic moves. But until then, what I want to do is record one episode after the other. That's all. And this is what I want to encourage you to do the same. Stop thinking about yourself. Start liking yourself, the way you look on the screen, your voice, and then just press that record button. It's going to get a little bit easier. You are going to get a little bit more comfortable the more you are going to do it. So start today. If you are looking for an accountability partner, if you want me to help you in any way, shape, or form, just comment below or DM me on Instagram or Threads. I would love to hear from you. See you next time.